Hello, Froggy here, and today we'll be taking a look at the old Red War section of the tunnels that was used in the Payback Mission. Naturally, that was sunset along with the rest of the Red War. After my Salt Mines video, I realized I had never actually covered this area. So, for the sake of completeness, I'll be covering that one now. We've just about exhausted the extent of the mission that you can simply walk through these days. Up in this next room here, you'll see that the way forwards is blocked by a rather large door. I don't think that one goes anywhere. To go further in, we're going to need to go out of map. Mine's a bit faster from Sunken Isle. Just going to gracefully drive my Sparrow along. And right when you get to the opening, there is a giant hole to the right. There's actually quite a few holes in this room, but this is probably the easiest one. I know I've used this in previous videos, going out that way towards the Volunder Forge, but that's not what we're here for today. We'll be heading out in this direction, towards the rather large structure in the distance. So much for using the Sparrow to go slightly faster. Anyways, we'll be taking an entrance over to the right here. It turns out that not only was the Payback Mission sunset, but a few of the walls were sunset as well. There were other ways to get in, but this way is a lot easier to spot than the old method. Want to look for that kind of end cap as a landmark of where we'll be getting in, and you can just walk right in the side here. I'll go ahead and zip over to the door that blocked our way earlier. I'll be doing a brief drive-through for those of you who did not experience it from the Payback Mission back in the day. It is a neat area, and we're seeing it now with the new lighting engine. Over here is where you would be fighting through a bunch of Threshers and Cabal and whatnot, while making your way around this mysterious center structure. You can actually jump over to it. It's perfectly safe to stand on. And very interesting looking. Anyways, let's head forwards a bit. Once again, we're faced with one of the kind of vault-like doors, but luckily getting around this one is pretty much trivial. We just walk out of one missing wall and in through the other. But unfortunately, that doesn't really get us very far. And there isn't quite as trivial of an entrance to get into the next bit. I didn't actually know of one until I started making this video. Tried a bit of res breaching and Sparrow breaching and didn't really get anywhere, and then I went to play with the original out of map I used to get out of the tunnels over by the kind of collapsed tunnel when you come in through Sunken Isles and look to the left past the bridge. And once I got on top of that area, I poked around some caves looking for little holes to possibly drop into, and I actually found a rather big hole by some pipes. So you're going to want to look for this other end cap sort of area, and then head over to these pipes over here. I wouldn't be surprised if other people have already found this hole ages ago, but it is new to me. Just gotta fly over this gap because the bridge is naturally not present. The controls to extend it would be up here, but they almost certainly don't function in patrol. And we can't even get to them because the door is closed. Just kidding, of course. We can just jump around and into the open window. And there's the terminal over there. Completely non-functional, as expected. We can head over to the other sealed door, just so that we can say that we went the full way. Yep, still solid. So if you were to continue into the end of that tunnel, you'd find the hole I mentioned before. That's the door right past the bridge that's out. And that's pretty much it for the mission. You'd fight a couple of tanks out here before heading on into the outside, where you would fire and disable the ship before it leaves. The first time I played, I didn't even remember that there was a mission transition there. Just kind of rolls right on into the next one. And there we go. The end of Payback. I wonder if we'll ever get to play Red War again.